Hi, YouTubers. Welcome back. All right. So I was looking through Google. I was Googling and I wanted a pasta salad to take to a barbecue. And I was looking for something a little different and I stumbled upon one that was called Cowboy Pasta Salad, which is, when I looked at it, it's very similar to the Cowboy Caviar that I've made. And it had a few differences, of course, one being pasta, but there were a few other little things. So I thought I would give it a try. It sounded kind of unique and a little different, a little fun. So that's what I'm going to show you guys today is how to make this cowboy pasta salad. So let's get to it and I will show you how to make this recipe. All right, the first thing you're going to do is pick out your pasta, whatever one you want. I am using the little bow ties, and you're going to cook it according to the package. Then you're going to drain your pasta. You're going to drizzle some olive oil on it so that it doesn't all stick together as it's cooling. Put it in a bowl, leave it in the pot, whatever you'd like, and you're going to put it in the fridge until it is cold. All right, so while the pasta is cooling, I'm going to get all the other ingredients ready. So all my veggies have been washed. Now I'm going to dice them all up. So I'm starting with an orange bell pepper. I'm going to slice it and then dice it all up into little cubes. And I have taken all the seeds out. Then I'm going to put it into my bowl. Next, I have a pint of cherry tomatoes. I'm going to cut them all into quarters. I'm going to take a bunch of the seeds out because I don't like the seeds. And again, I'm going to put them all into my bowl. Next, I have a 14-ounce stick of kielbasa. That sounds really weird to say. I have some kielbasa. And again, I'm cutting it into little chunks and I'm going to put it all into the bowl. After I chop up all the kielbasa, I have some cheese. And you can use whatever cheese you want. I am using an aged cheddar. You could use smoked cheddar. You could use Gouda. Whatever you'd like. Put in whatever cheese you want. It's roughly 7 ounces that you're putting in. All right, so next you're going to add 1 can of corn. I've already drained it and rinsed it and drained it again. And 1 can of mixed beans. You could also use black-eyed peas if you want. Make sure you drain them, rinse them really well, drain them again, and then add them. All right, then you're going to add your cooked pasta. So as you can see, my bowl was a little too small, so I had to put it in a bigger bowl. It makes a lot of pasta salad. All right, mix it all together. All right, last few things. So I'm adding a handful of chopped cilantro. You can add parsley if you want, or cilantro, or don't add it at all. It's up to you. I know a lot of people find cilantro tastes like soap, so you might not want to add it. And then I'm going to add a half of a medium size-ish red onion. I'm going to dice it up really, really small into tiny little pieces. Add that to my bowl and give it a good mix. All right. So after adding the onions, I'm going to add 2 jalapeños. I have already taken all the seeds out of them, gave it a good wash. And now I'm just going to chop them up into tiny little pieces. Of course, if you want your salad to be way more spicy, then you could leave some of the seeds in them. But I didn't want that, so I took all the seeds out. All right, add it and mix it all up. Make sure you give it a really good mix. And then I'm going to show you how to make the dressing. All right, so you need the zest from 2 limes. I'm not going to show you zesting them. I'm just going to show you that I've zested the lime. And then I take my lime and I roll it on the counter, pressing really hard just to soften it and get the juices worked up. All right, in a measuring cup, I have 2/3 cup of olive oil. I'm adding 1/3 cup of red wine vinegar, a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, 1.5 teaspoons of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of cumin, a half a teaspoon of black pepper, 2 teaspoons of salt, and 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. I'm also going to add the zest from my 2 limes, and I'm going to put in the juice from both of those limes as well. All right, so next I'm going to whisk my dressing all together, and I'm going to slowly start drizzling it onto my pasta salad. And I'm going to do a little bit at a time, mix the pasta salad, drizzle a little bit more on, mix it again until all of the dressing has been used up. Now, if you feel like it's too much dressing, of course, don't add it all on. You can just set it aside. And if you feel like you need more later, then you can add it. After that, I'm going to put this in the fridge for a couple hours. All right, you guys. So this recipe, I think I mentioned in the beginning, I had Googled it and I found this recipe. I made it exactly as it says. At least I think pretty close. But anyway, the recipe itself is fantastic. I don't have a problem with it. The problem I have is with my own likes and dislikes. I do not like cilantro. I keep trying to like it and I just don't. I don't care for cumin and the chili powder in the pasta salad itself. You know, the chili powder and the cumin and the pepper. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of pepper all mixed into that dressing. It's just not something I like. And I tasted it while I was mixing it. I was like, okay, well, maybe once it's mixed in, I would like it, but I don't. So I'm a little disappointed that I don't enjoy it, but the friends that we're going to visit for this barbecue love these flavors. So they are going to absolutely love this pasta salad. So I kept a little bit out just so that I could show you guys, and the rest is in a container ready to go. You know what? I do really like putting the kielbasa in it and the cheese. That was such a nice addition to the pasta salad. I really enjoyed that. This is super versatile, so play with it. Make it your own. Have some fun. Add different cheese, different peppers, whatever you'd like. So, all right, that's the video for today. It wasn't something that I loved, unfortunately, but that's my own personal taste. It has nothing to do with the recipe. All right. The link for the recipe is going to be in the description of the video and on my socials. Give it a try. If you love these flavors, then this pasta salad is probably for you. You'll love it. It'll be your new summer go-to. Remember to hit the like, subscribe, and the notification bell. Oh, thank you guys for joining me today. I'm sorry I haven't been posting as often as I normally do. It's been a busy summer, but I've got some plans coming up for videos, maybe a little mini series of videos. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you guys all for joining me, and I will see you for my next video.